my guy. I have a job at the SCP Foundation. I'm going to be very open with you. I'm very calm because I do not want to freak out. I've taken 34 tries making this video, but I always break down. So, yeah, I have a job at the SCP Foundation. I used to be a Class D, and I had to swear on my life that I could not tell anyone anything until the SCP Foundation decided to make a tour on their foundation, which is kind of dumb. They're just going to upgrade their security more to make sure that none of you guys enter. That was very complicated. I'm so sorry. So basically, I'm going to prove to you that the SCP Foundation exists. But before I do any of that, I need to tell you something. An SCP, you're going to have to search up what it is. But it's basically a weird entity that people do not make up on the Wikipedia. It's real. The government's just keeping it over your heads. Well, they have been keeping it over your heads, but you all should have got this letter if you live in the United States. So, basically, the SCP Foundation. Go search it up, but if you search it up on YouTube to watch educational videos and you saw this one, I'm not going to help you at all. This is literally just proving to you that the SCP Foundation is real. And I'm going to prove it with solid evidence on Google Earth. So, I'll be right back in a few seconds. We are going to go to SCP Site C909. I said C9, that's CN, I'm so sorry. Yes, but guys, that doesn't matter because this, however, is an SCP Foundation site. But there is a guard right here. A guard from the SCP Foundation, obviously on patrol looking for a new SCP that has been reported. And he has a shield. He has a shield confirming every